Hello student, I am Anju Bala Chauhan, PGT Geography, welcomes you from GNV Awan Amritsar. Student, today we will talking about class 12th geography, the very first chapter that talks about human geography and its nature and scope. First we will discuss about what is geography. Geography is an academic discipline. Geography as a field of study is integrative, empirical, and practical. Here, integrative means it draws upon almost every academic discipline seeking patterns and connections. Empirical means based on observation. Practical means real situation. Thus, the reach of geography, extensive and each and every event or phenomena which varies over space and time can be studied geographically. Geography is divided into two branches, that is physical geography and human geography. Here, physical geography means physical geography, sometimes we called it as physiographic. Focus is on earth science. Its aim to understand the physical problems and issue of the earth, that is climate change, air problem, water pollution, energy depletion and land degradation, etc. Next one is, as you all know, that earth consists of lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and flora and fauna patterns that are called biosphere. Now, what is human geography? Human geography is the branch of geography that focus on pattern and process that shapes the human society. It includes human, political, cultural, social and economic aspects. Now these two branches have subcategories also. Physical geography includes biography, climatography, coastal geography and geomorphology, same as environmental geography, pedology, hydrography, etc. And human geography includes social geography, economic geography, political geography, cultural geography, transport geography and urban geography and so on. Now these line is over here. Geography got subjected to dualism. What is the meaning of dualism here? Meaning of dualism is two aspects for single subject. There is two views on geography. One is importance to environmental side and other is to given importance to social factor side, and that how it got divides into physical and human geography. Human and nature are inseparable and they should not be seen separately. Now try to understand these lines. Face of the earth, eye of the storm, mouth of the river, snout of the glacier, neck of the isthmus, profile of the soil, regions, villages, town have been described as organism. Networks of road, railway and waterways are described as artery of circulation. I hope you can sense a bit of poetic feel here. We are comparing human body with the physiographic nature. This comparison known as metaphor in English. Now some definitions of human geography. According to Redgel, human geography is the synthetic study of relationship between human societies and Earth's surface. Here Redgel gives more emphasis on or focus on synthetic or synthesis. It means combination of ideas or beliefs. How human society changes with Earth's surface. Our next definition is according to Alan C. Semple. Human geography is the study of changing relationship between the unresting man and the unstable man. Here is main focus is given to changing relationship. Man is unresting, he always developing. Earth's surface is also changeable due to many factors. And next definition, according to Paul Vidal de Leblanc, conception resulting from a more synthetic knowledge of the physical law governing our earth and the relationship between the living being which inhabited it. Here he focus on relationship. This definition is difficult, but you have to learn these definitions. This was the introduction part of our chapter. I hope you find it informative. So our first topic of this chapter is nature of human geography. Under this topic we studied the interrelationship between the physical environment and social culture environment created by human beings through mutual interaction with each other. We were talking about interrelationship between them, which simply means how human modifies their physical environment. By modification, we mean how we create forms on barren land. Similarly, how we created rail network despite uneven, rough areas. Understand this topic, we study the interrelationship between human and nature. Now we move on to the next topic, that is naturalization of humans and humanization in nature. Now we must realize that in order to develop or make something, we need to be aware of surroundings and the things are required to make what we want. Technology indicates the level of cultural development of society. This line is over here nicely summed up. Human beings were able to develop technology after they developed better understanding of natural laws. Here is some pictures related to fire. The understanding of concept of friction that help us to discover fire. Similarly, understanding the secret of DNA and genetics enable us to conquer many diseases. We use the law of aerodynamics to develop faster planes. So, all these are the fine example of why knowledge about nature is extremely important to develop technology. This type of interaction between primitive human society and strong force of nature was termed as environmental determinism. It simply means it is the study of how the physical environment plays an important role towards the development of nations, states, and societies. Here is an example. Coal was always there if we didn't know how to extract it. Today we didn't have the benefits of constant supply of electricity. As time went by, we understand the nature in better manner, which made us create more efficient technology. Today, we are discovered so many ideas and options. When there are many options, sense of freedoms comes from within. It creates endless possibilities. You all aware of this picture. This picture is related to computer. Today, due to electricity, we have computer and we are able to learn anything anytime, just like how you are watching this video and doing your learning in most efficient manners. This all was possible only knowing the nature law and then creating a necessary tools. The imprints of human activities are created everywhere. Health resorts on highlands, huge urban sprawls, fields, orchards, and pasture in plains and rolling hills, ports on the coasts, oceanic routes on the oceanic surface, and satellites in the space. This all was possible only knowing the nature laws and then creating the necessary tools. The earlier scholars termed this as possibilism. Now we are going to learn about two geographical theories. First, environmental determinism, and second one is environmental possibilism. We will try to understand both the theories simultaneously. First, we will discuss about environmental determinism. It was coined by Ellsworth Huntington. This theory was very popular, but it has been long discredited in academic circles. This theory says that culture of any place is strictly determined by the physical environment. Area that are too hot or too cold cannot sustain human life, and population living over there will not have much success. A good example will be central part of Africa. They support these theories. These countries are very hot and have very few resources, and these countries have very little success. Other theory is environmental possibilism. It was coined by Paul Vidal de Leblanc. This theory is created in response to the determinism theory. It was widely accepted because of the most liberal approach. In this theory, culture is determined by the physical, geographical condition of the population lives in it. Humans are able to overcome any environmental problems and nothing can hold them back. Japan is country that support to this theory. Japan have economic success and large population despite of the small size of and lack of resources. Now move to the third theory, which is neo-determinism. The third theory introduced by the geographer named Griffith Taylor. He proposed to choose the middle path between two ideas of environmental determinism. He termed it as neo-determinism or stop and go determinism. Now we will try to understand what is the meaning of stop and go determinism. Here his means is red color shows or red signal shows when environmental gives you red signal you should stop, and when environment gives you green signal you carry on your development. This theory explains that possibilities can be created between the limits which do not damage the environment, and there should be accountability. Before move to the human geography, here an example of new determinism. If your company cuts down the trees for wood, for every tree you cut down, you must plant a tree, and further there should be a check by some authorities on utilization of resources. I hope you all are now well aware of all the three geographical theories. Go through once more for the better grip of it. And the last topic of this chapter is human geography through the corridors of time. Human beings are always adopted themselves within the nature. There is no about that. We have heard many earlier stories when human lies only nature for food, shelter, clothes and all other amenities. There was very little interaction between different communities and societies. As today we talk about each other through so many platforms to exchange information. This was an impossible fact then. So the only way for information traveled through travelers and explorers. They used to maintain a record about their travels. Navigational skills were not developed. It means there was no GPS and communication line through which these travelers to find mission about the particular place. Hence, they always went to a place which were known to the mankind because of danger. In the late 15th century, many lands unknown to Europeans were discovered during this period. That's why we call this period Age of Discovery. Since then, mystery is about countries and people started to open out. Similar kind of discoveries made by the British. They started exploring far away lands in order to gain more resources. Here is some pictures related to our colonial periods. That's how we Indian came to their mind as the Indian subcontinent's rich in minerals, spices that attracts the European traders. Now we will discuss some schools of thoughts. Welfare and humanistic. Welfare school of thought was mainly concerned with the different aspects of social well-being of people. These included aspects such as housing, health and education. The welfare geography approach deal with the issue related to the inequality and injustice. Second school of thought is radical school of thought. Radical school employed Marxian theory to explain the basic cause of poverty, deprivation, and social inequality. Contemporary social problems were related to the development of capitalism. And third school of thought is behavioral school of thought. According to this, behavioral school of thought laid great emphasis on lived experience and also on the perception of space by social category based on ethnicity, race and regions, etc. So, this is how the human geography developed over time, and today it got expanded to numerous subfields that give us understanding of its subject matter. I hope you watch this video carefully and understanding this chapter and topics. Now it's time to recapitulation. Here I am come with some questions. What is the core concern of studying geography? The core concern of studying geography as a discipline is to understand the earth as a home of human beings and to study all those elements which have sustained them. Second question is, name the geographer who advocated environmental determinism. German expert Retzel and his student Alan Churchill Semple advocated environmental determinism. Who was the founder of possibilism? French expert Lucien Febvre and Paul Vidal de Leblanc are considered as founder of possibilism. Next question, who was Griff Taylor? Griff Taylor was the founder of neo-determinism or stop and go determinism. Define geography in the word of Frederick Retzel. According to Frederick Retzel, human geography is the synthetic study of relationship between human society and Earth's surface. Define geography in the word of Alan Churchill Semple. According to Alan Churchill Semple, human geography is the study of changing relationship between the unresting man and the unstable earth. How did Paul Vidal de Leblanc define geography? According to Paul Vidal de Leblanc, conception resulting from more synthetic knowledge of the physical laws governing our earth and of the relation between the living beings which inhabit it. Next question. State the 6 approaches of human geography. The 6 approaches of human geography are as follows: exploration and description, regional analysis, areal differentiations, spatial organizations, the emergence of humanistic radical and behavioral school, and last one, post-moderation in geography. Which are the 3 core points of the definition of human geography given by Alan Semple? 3 concerns of the geography as the discipline are as follows: changing the relationship between the unresting man and unstable earth. Next, man is active and unresting and emphasized on determination. With this, we have come to an end of this chapter. So, this what is all about human geography and its nature and scope. This is not very difficult. If you love geography, geography loves you back. So this is human geography all about. Thank you.